Nobody is coming to rescue you. The moment you truly understand this is the moment you take full control of your life. Many people go through life waiting for someone to give them a break, waiting for the right circumstances, or waiting for external validation before they take action. But the truth is, no one cares about your dreams, struggles, or aspirations as much as you do. If you want change, if you want success, if you want to rise above mediocrity, it all starts with you taking full ownership of your life. The most powerful shift happens when you stop blaming others, stop waiting for opportunities, and stop expecting sympathy. When you decide that everything in your life is your responsibility, your happiness, your financial success, your relationships, and your personal growth, you put yourself in a position of power. Excuses and external factors lose their grip on you. It is not about what happened to you, what resources you were given, or what limitations you face. It is about what you choose to do with what you have. People waste time focusing on things they cannot control. They get caught up in complaining about their circumstances, comparing themselves to others, or seeking validation from people who are too busy dealing with their own lives. The world does not stop for anyone. No one is waiting for you to succeed, and no one is losing sleep over your struggles. This is not meant to discourage, but to empower, because once you accept that the only person who truly has the ability to change your life is you, you stop looking outward for solutions and start looking inward. Everything you desire is within your control, but it requires discipline, effort, and an unshakable commitment to personal growth. The moment you realize that your future is in your hands is the moment you stop complaining and start acting. Every setback, every failure, and every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger, smarter, and more resilient. If you adopt the mindset that no one owes you anything and that your success is entirely up to you, you will move with a sense of urgency and purpose that most people never achieve. It is easy to fall into the trap of self-pity, to believe that life is unfair, or to hope that someone will recognize your struggles and offer you a shortcut. But that is not how the world works. The people who succeed are the ones who take extreme ownership of their actions, their mindset, and their future. They do not wait for motivation or permission. They do not get stuck in the opinions of others. They move forward regardless of how they feel, knowing that hard work, focus, and relentless execution will separate them from the crowd. Your life will change the day you stop making excuses, stop waiting for approval, and start taking massive action toward your goals. It does not matter where you start. It matters that you start. No one is responsible for your success except you. The sooner you embrace that reality, the faster you will unlock your full potential. Your emotional state determines everything in your life. It shapes your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your results. People often believe that success is about external factors, working harder, finding the right opportunities, or having the perfect plan. While these things matter, they are secondary to mastering your emotional state. No amount of strategy or skill will help if your mind is controlled by fear, doubt, or negativity. The ability to shift your emotions at will is what separates those who thrive from those who struggle. Most people let their emotions control them. They wake up feeling tired, stressed, or unmotivated, and they allow those feelings to dictate their actions for the rest of the day. They wait until they feel like it before taking action. But the truth is, emotions are created, not waited for. You can choose to feel strong, energized, and focused at any moment. The most successful people in the world do not rely on motivation. They condition themselves daily to step into a peak state of mind, no matter what is happening around them. Mastering your emotions starts with awareness. You must recognize the patterns that keep you stuck. Do you frequently feel overwhelmed? Do you let frustration stop you from moving forward? Do you dwell on problems instead of solutions? These patterns must be broken because they are limiting your potential. When you allow negative emotions to run your life, you lower your standards, make weaker decisions, and settle for less than you are capable of. But when you take control of your emotions, you take control of your future. Your physiology plays a huge role in how you feel. The way you move, breathe, and hold yourself affects your emotional state more than most people realize. If you slump your shoulders, take shallow breaths, and speak in a weak tone, your brain will associate those actions with feeling low energy and defeated. But if you stand tall, breathe deeply, and move with power, your mind will follow. This is why physical movement is so important. When you change your body, you change your emotions. This is not theory. It is a practice used by the highest achievers in every field. The language you use also controls your emotions. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm exhausted, I can't do this," or "this is too hard," your brain will believe it. But if you start speaking in a way that empowers you, "I've got this," "I'm getting stronger," "this challenge is making me better," you will instantly shift your state. Words create emotions, and emotions create actions. Be intentional with the words you use because they shape your reality. Nothing great is built from a weak emotional state. The ability to step into confidence, determination, and power on command is what allows people to push through challenges and achieve their biggest goals. It is not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It is about taking control of your mind and making sure that no matter what happens, you stay in a state of strength and focus. Master your emotions and you will master your life. Progress is the key to lasting fulfillment. People often chase happiness, thinking it comes from external achievements, money, success, relationships, or recognition. But true happiness does not come from reaching a final destination. It comes from the feeling of growth. When you are improving, evolving, and moving forward, you feel alive. The reason so many people feel stuck, lost, or unfulfilled is that they are not making progress in the areas that matter to them. Growth equals happiness, and stagnation leads to frustration. The biggest mistake people make is believing they will be happy once they achieve a certain goal. They tell themselves, "I'll be happy when I get the promotion. I'll be happy when I have more money." But the truth is, happiness does not come from the achievement itself. It comes from the process of getting better. The sense of fulfillment is not in the final result, but in the journey of progress, learning, and self-improvement. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start feeling empty inside. Progress does not have to be massive. It just has to be consistent. Small improvements every day create unstoppable momentum over time. If you commit to getting just 1% better each day, that progress compounds, and before you know it, you are operating at a completely different level. The problem is that most people want instant results. They get frustrated when they don't see immediate change, and they quit before they build real momentum. But those who understand that progress is a daily commitment, not a one-time event, are the ones who succeed. One of the most important ways to ensure progress is to set high standards for yourself. If you aim low, you will achieve low. If you aim high, even if you fall short, you will still be ahead of where you started. Growth comes from pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. It comes from doing things that challenge you, that stretch you, that force you to level up. When you embrace discomfort as a sign of progress, you stop fearing challenges and start seeking them. The discomfort means you are growing, and growth means you are on the right path. Measuring progress is crucial. If you do not track your growth, you will not see how far you have come. Too many people get discouraged because they focus only on how much further they have to go instead of how much they have already improved. Whether it's in fitness, business, relationships, or mindset, track your progress, celebrate the small wins, recognize your growth. This keeps your momentum strong and your motivation high. There is no finish line in personal growth. The people who feel the most fulfilled are the ones who never stop learning, improving, and evolving. The goal is not perfection, the goal is progress. Every day you have a choice to stay the same or to take even the smallest step forward. Choose growth and happiness will follow. The more you progress, the more alive you will feel. Your life is a direct reflection of the standards you set for yourself. Everything you experience, your health, relationships, career, finances, and personal growth is shaped by what you are willing to accept. People often wonder why they are stuck or why they are not achieving the results they desire, but the real question is, what are your standards? If you have low standards, you will tolerate mediocrity. If you have high standards, you will demand more from yourself and create a life that reflects that. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not luck, intelligence, or talent. It is the standards they set and refuse to lower. Most people operate based on what they want, not on what they are committed to. They say they want to be healthy, but their standards allow them to eat poorly and skip workout. They say they want financial freedom, but their standards allow them to waste money and avoid learning about wealth building. They say they want great relationships, but their standards allow them to tolerate poor communication, neglect, and lack of effort. It is not about what you say you want, it is about what you demand from yourself every single day. Your standards are not what you hope for, they are what you consistently do. If you want to see real change, you must raise your standards and make them non-negotiable. When something is truly a standard, it is not optional, it is a must. There is no debate, no excuses, no exceptions. The moment you decide that something is no longer acceptable in your life, your entire reality shifts. If you decide that you will never settle for anything less than excellence in your work, you will show up differently. If you decide that your health is a priority, you will no longer allow yourself to make poor choices. When you commit to a new standard, your actions automatically follow. Raising your standards requires discipline, and discipline is built through daily habits. Success is not about making huge leaps, it is about consistently upholding the new level you set for yourself. The challenge is that most people lower their standards when things get difficult. They start with high energy and commitment, but when they face obstacles, they revert to old habits. The key is to hold the line, to refuse to drop your standards no matter what. Another critical part of raising your standards is surrounding yourself with people who elevate you. If you spend time with people who accept mediocrity, you will naturally lower your standards to fit in, but if you surround yourself with those who demand more from themselves, you will rise to their level. Your environment shapes your standards, so choose wisely. The moment you raise your standards, your results will change, not because the world changes, but because you change. You start thinking, acting, and making decisions from a higher level. If you want a better life, demand more from yourself. The only limits you have are the ones you accept. When you set a new standard and hold yourself to it, success becomes inevitable. Pain is inevitable, but what you do with it is what defines you. Everyone experiences setbacks, failures, rejection, and disappointment. Some allow pain to break them, while others use it as fuel to push forward and become stronger. The difference lies in perspective. Pain can either be a reason to quit or the driving force that propels you to a new level. If you learn to use your pain rather than run from it, you will unlock a source of power that few ever tap into. Most people see pain as a signal to stop. The moment things get tough, they retreat, complain, or look for an easier way out. But those who achieve great success understand that pain is a necessary part of growth. It is life's way of teaching lessons, building resilience, and preparing you for the next level. Every struggle you face has the potential to make you stronger, but only if you choose to see it that way. The greatest achievers in history, whether in business, sports, or life, have faced massive failures and hardships. What separates them is that they did not let their pain define them. They used it as a catalyst to push harder. Pain forces you to grow. Comfort never does. When everything is easy, there is no reason to change, no reason to push beyond your limits. But when you experience pain, whether it is emotional, financial, or physical, you are faced with a choice. Let it break you or let it build you. Those who turn pain into power do not sit in self-pity or look for sympathy. They ask, what can I learn from this and how can I use this to get better? That shift in mindset is what transforms pain from something that holds you back into something that drives you forward. The key to turning pain into power is taking control of the meaning you give to your experiences. Pain itself is not what stops people, it is the way they interpret it. Some see failure as proof that they are not good enough. Others see it as proof that they are one step closer to success. Some see rejection as a sign to give up. Others see it as a sign to improve and come back stronger. You decide what pain means to you, and that decision determines whether it weakens you or empowers you. Every painful experience contains a lesson. The problem is that most people do not look for it. Instead, they focus on the unfairness of the situation or dwell on what went wrong. But if you train yourself to look for the lesson in every hardship, you will begin to see pain as a gift. It will no longer be something to avoid, but something to embrace, because you will know that on the other side of that pain is growth, strength, and a new level of success. You will face pain in life. There is no avoiding it. But if you choose to use it to let it fuel you rather than stop you, you will become unstoppable. Pain is not the enemy. It is the key to your transformation. Most people spend too much time worrying about what others think. They hesitate, second guess themselves, and hold back because they fear criticism, rejection, or being misunderstood. But the truth is, no one else's opinion will build your future. The moment you stop seeking approval and start focusing on your mission, everything changes. The people who achieve the most in life are not the ones trying to please everyone. They are the ones who are so committed to their goals that outside noise becomes irrelevant. The reality is, people will always have opinions. Some will doubt you, some will criticize you, and some will try to discourage you. But none of that matters if you are focused. If you let every negative comment or skeptical look shake you, you will never make progress. The biggest mistake people make is adjusting their actions based on what others might say. This keeps them stuck, playing small, and never fully going after what they truly want. The moment you realize that no one else's opinion can stop you unless you let it, you take back your power. Success is not built by constantly looking around for approval. It is built by looking forward, staying locked in on your purpose, and executing with relentless determination. You do not need validation from others to take action. You do not need permission to pursue your goals. The only thing that matters is that you believe in your vision and that you are willing to put in the work to make it real. The more you focus on your mission, the less you will care about distractions, negativity, or opinions that do not align with where you are going. Another reason people get stuck worrying about others is that they assume everyone is paying attention to them. The truth is, most people are too focused on their own lives to spend much time thinking about yours. The fear of judgment is often an illusion. Even when people criticize or doubt you, their words carry no real power unless you choose to believe them. The only thing that matters is how you see yourself. When you develop an unshakable belief in your own potential, nothing external can derail you. Your energy should be spent on progress, not on convincing others to support you. The people who are meant to be in your life will recognize your dedication and respect your journey. The ones who don't were never supposed to be part of your success story. Do not waste time trying to prove yourself to those who will never see your vision. Let your results speak for you. The best way to silence doubt is through action. Stay locked in. Keep moving forward. Let go of the need for approval and focus completely on what you are building. If you allow distractions and negativity to dictate your path, you will never reach your full potential. But if you commit to your mission with absolute focus, nothing and no one can stop you. Keep your eyes on your goals. Put in the work and let everything else fade into the background. Your success is yours to create.